guys, I am Alexander Sayas. I am your online teacher for today, and I am going to teach you about figurative speech, reflexive and intransitive pronoun. So, what is figurative speech? Figurative speech is the speech that goes beyond the original literal meaning of words in order to supply new aspect or place approach into an idea or a subject. So there's 10 types of figurative speech. The first one is simile. So what is simile? Simile is a uses of words like or as to compare the one object or idea with another to suggest they are alike. For example, busy as a bee, they put like cats and dogs. The second type of figurative speech is metaphor. So what is metaphor? Metaphor is a stage, a fact, or those verbal picture by the use of comparison. As Emily would say, you are like something, and the metaphor is more positive. It says you are something. By example, you are what you eat. So let's move on to the third type of figurative speech. The third type of figurative speech is personification. So what is personification? The personification is a figure of speech in which human characteristics are given to an animal or an object. For example, my teddy bear gave me a hug. So the fourth type of figurative speech is alliteration. So what is alliteration? The alliteration is the repetition of the same initial letter, sound or group of sounds in a series of words. Alliteration include tongue twisters. For example, Pear is Paul and Paul is pear. Hover through the fog and penalty air. So the next type of figurative speech is onomatopoeia. So what is onomatopoeia? The onomatopoeia is the use of words to describe or imitate a natural sound or the sound made by an object or an action. For example, is snap, crackle, and pop. So the next type of figurative speech is hyperbole. So what is hyperbole? The hyperbole is an exaggeration that is so dramatic that no one would believe the statement is true. Tall tales are hyperboles. For example, he was so hungry, he ate that whole cornfield for lunch. And the next type of figurative speech is idioms. So, according to the Webster's dictionary, an idiom is defined as peculiar to itself, either grammatically or in having a meaning that cannot be defined from the conjoined meanings or its element. For example, Monday weeks for the Monday is week after next Monday. So the next type of figurative speech is fun. So what is fun? Fun is the manipulation of words that have more than one meaning. It brings humor in an expression. For example, we have a hot service, though has they will and will do both and will in overplus. See the use of word or grammar rule, which is the capitalization of words will. Usually in the middle of a line or sentences, writers capitalize a name. So the next type of figurative speech is anaphora. So what is anaphora? Anaphora is a rhetorical term for when a writer speaker repeats the same beginning of a sentence several times. For example, I am awake, I am strong, I am ready. So the writers and speakers use anaphora to add emphasis to the repeated element, but also to add rhythm, induce and style to the text or speech. The use of anaphora dates back to ancient Greece and biblical times. The last type of idiotic speech is irony. So what is irony? Irony is occurs when there's a marked contrast between what is said and what is meant, or between appearance and reality. For example, the Titanic was said to be unsinkable but sank on its first voyage. The figure is not only used to embellish the language but also cause a moment of excitement when reading. It is used equally in writing as well as in speech. In fact, however, when sometimes suffer because of figure speech introduce double meanings such as connotative and denotative meanings. It also strengthens the creative expression and description along with making the language more graphic, pointed and vivid. So let's move on to the next topic. The next topic is reflexive and intensive pronouns. What is reflexive pronoun? Reflexive pronouns are words ending in the self or self that are used when the subject and the object of a sentence are the same. They can act as either object or indirect objects. The non-reflexive pronouns are myself, yourself, himself, herself, oneself, itself, yourself, ourself, and themselves. What the fuck? So there are examples of reflexive pronouns. The first one is Jack decided to reward Mary with a dinner out. The second sentence is Jack decided to reward himself with a dinner out. So in the first sentence, Mary is the object of reward, Jack the subject. So the object of second. So there are example of reflexive pronoun. The first sentence is Jack decided to reward Mary with a dinner out. The second sentence is Jack decided to reward himself with a dinner out. In the first sentence, Mary is the object of reward, Jack the subject of. So the object of reward in the second sentence, we use the pronoun himself. So the next one is intensive pronoun. What is intensive pronoun? And the intensive pronoun is almost identical to a flexive pronoun, but their functions differ. And intensive pronouns are used to add the emphasis to the subject or antecedent of the sentence. You'll usually find the intensive pronoun right after the noun or pronoun is modified, but not necessarily. To differentiate an intensive pronoun from a flexive pronoun, remove it from the sentence. If, if it's an intensive pronoun, the sentence will still make sense. If the sentence no longer makes sense when the pronoun is removed, it's an reflexive pronoun. For example, did you yourself make the cake? The sentence would still make sense if we remove yourself. Did you make the cake? Therefore, yourself is an intensive pronoun in this context. So the difference between intensive pronouns and reflexive pronouns is the intensive pronoun are not used in sentences where your subject and object refer to the same, while reflexive pronouns are used in a sentence with the subject and object are the same. So that's all for today, guys. Thank you for watching and hope you learn from my lesson. So goodbye and that's all.
What we do here is go back, 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 back.